The phone rang while I was pouring my morning coffee. Her name flashed across the screen, Clara. I hadn't heard that name in 2 years. I watched the steam rise from my cup. The phone kept vibrating against the marble counter, a tiny pulse echoing the silence of my kitchen. By the 17th ring, I already knew why she was calling. By the 71st, I knew she was desperate. She'd seen the photos. The villa in Switzerland, the stone Paris, the sunlight across Helena's pregnant belly as she stood beside me, our hands linked. Mine steady, hers radiant. That was Easter. Now it was October, and Clara's voice, shaking through the phone, felt like a ghost begging for warmth. I didn't answer. I just let it ring. And as I stood there, watching the phone vibrate itself toward the edge of the counter, I remembered her words from years ago. "I'm having surgery," she'd said, "to stay childless. Forever." She didn't ask me, she told me. Back then, I'd simply nodded. "Your decision," I said. Then I divorced her. What she didn't know was that I'd already seen the messages, the ones she sent to her friend, laughing about how much freer she'd feel without the burden of me, without a crying infant to chain her life. So yes, it was her decision, and I honored it. Permanently. It began 2 months before the surgery. Clara was different, aloof, polished, and suddenly obsessed with self-empowerment. She'd begun attending late-night wellness seminars and coming home smelling of men's cologne she didn't wear when we met. I remember her perfume used to linger softly in rooms long after she'd left. Now, it lingered like a warning. I didn't confront her. I watched, listened. She thought my silence meant weakness. She didn't realize silence was my greatest weapon. The night before her operation, she told me at dinner, no hesitation, no guilt. She carved into her steak like she was discussing weather. "It's my body, my choice. I'm done entertaining your fatherhood fantasies." I looked at her, not as a husband, as a man studying the final expression of a stranger he once loved. "Your decision," I said again, calm, controlled. That night, while she slept, I opened her laptop. I didn't even need her password. She was careless. The messages were there. Threads of laughter with her best friend, Helena. My name appearing between their jokes. He's too dull to notice. I told him I'm having surgery. He didn't even flinch. "You'd make a better wife for him, honestly." Helena replied with laughing emojis. I didn't sleep that night. I just stared at the glow of the screen and realized both women were right. I didn't flinch. I was dull. And I would make Helena a better life. I waited. Clara went through with the surgery, came home weaker, more self-righteous than ever. She boasted to her friends about owning her future. I smiled, nodded, and brought her soup. She thought she'd won. Helena visited often, to check on her friend. I noticed the way she avoided looking at me too long. Guilt, maybe, or fascination. I began talking to Helena privately, first about Clara's health, then about her. She was softer, more human. Beneath her guilt, there was something pure. She regretted the gossip. I could see it. I didn't seduce her. I just let her talk. In the quiet moments between Clara's scorn and Helena's apologies, I found something I'd forgotten existed: peace. Then came the day Clara's phone buzzed with a message while she was in the shower. A notification from him, a man she met during her so-called seminars. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. I took a photo of the notification and sent it to Helena. She called me that night, her voice trembling. She's still seeing him? Yes. I said nothing. Silence again, my favorite language. That silence changed everything. Divorce was swift, clean. I told her nothing of what I knew, no accusations, no bitterness, just a signature on paper and a polite, "Take care." Clara left laughing, arm in arm with her lover. A month later, Helena called me again. Her voice was softer this time, alone. She'd cut Clara off after learning the truth herself. She wanted to meet. Closure, she said. Closure turned into dinner. Dinner turned into quiet confessions. And somewhere between guilt and forgiveness, love found its way in. 2 years later, Helena and I were married. On Easter morning, she told me she was pregnant. The sunlight touched her face like an apology from heaven. I posted one photo, just one, her hand over her belly, my wedding band visible, the caption, "Easter blessings from Switzerland." That single post was enough to detonate Clara's world. By evening, my phone had 71 missed calls. Weeks later, my daughter-in-law called, Clara's child from her second marriage. "If you want to join Thanksgiving," she said coldly, "come wash the dishes." I almost laughed. The arrogance of inheritance, the echo of her mother's voice through a younger throat. "Enjoy," I said, then hung up. No anger, no bitterness, just that one word, sharp and clean as glass. An hour later, my phone started ringing again. Clara. When I finally answered, her voice was cracked with fury and envy. "You married her?" "Yes." "And she's pregnant?" "Yes." Silence. "You planned this," she whispered. I cut her off gently. "No, Clara. You planned this. The day you decided your life was too heavy for a child, too heavy for love. You just didn't realize someone else would carry what you threw away." She sobbed once, then hung up. That was the last time we ever spoke. Switzerland is quiet in winter. The snow absorbs every sound, even regret. Helena sleeps beside me now. The child will arrive in 2 months. I watch her breathe and I think about silence, the language I've mastered, the weapon that never leaves blood. Clara will keep calling, I know. Maybe not tonight, maybe not for months, but she'll never stop replaying it. The photo, the life she mocked, the peace she forfeited. And me? I've stopped answering. Because sometimes victory isn't loud. It's just the absence of need. The phone lights up again. Her name. I let it ring once. Then I turn it face down. And in the silence that follows, I smile. Cold, measured, complete.